Look, after this draft, it is clear that the Houston Texans and Nick Caserio believe into Davis Mills because they invested a lot, in this draft for him. Out of the 9 players that they got, who, all these 9 guys, I think at one point will make an impact for the Houston Texans. I immediately see 5 or 6 starters, maybe 7 or 8 as the season progresses. But out of the 9 guys, 8 of them are on the offensive side of the ball. And it was just good to see because, the question was is when and where are the Houston Texans and Nick Caserio going to bring players that's going to benefit the offense and, benefit Davis Mills. When there was players like, Kavan and Stingley and Sauce and Davis and Hamilton, it's so easy to get caught up in these defensive unicorns who are just going to be studs. You forget that you have a year 2 QB in Davis Mills who had a good enough second half of his rookie year where you think, damn, maybe I can invest in him or maybe he can be my starter for the future. And in the first round at number 15, they take Kenyon Green, guard out of A&M. And I think the addition of Green solves many questions for the offensive line. Number one, right off the bat, Titus Howard is the right tackle for the Houston Texans. Everyone was wondering where is he gonna go. In the first couple of OTAs with the Houston Texans, it showed he was playing guard. So the question is where is going to be Titus Howard with the addition of Kenyon Green? He is your right tackle. Green, I'm excited for. Played at Atascocita High School, not that far from here, bringing that physicality in the run game, in the passing game. He opened up so many holes for Isaiah Spiller. He's going to open up holes for all these running backs. I love it. I love that we brought a lot of hometown kids to Houston. The offensive line was a huge need. We knew that the interior needed some help, and we potentially got 2 guys that could play on the offensive line. And then when you go into the second round and you trade up for a guy like John Mechie, who, when he has the ball in his hands, is absolutely dangerous. 1,000 yards after the catch is not easy, guys. He was good, his whole time at Alabama, was able to get separation. Why I like this? Because it fits a need of where you need a wide receiver. We need a slot guy. We saw how good Davis Mills was with Amendola and with the little slot. Anthony Miller. His first touchdown was to a slot wide receiver in Anthony Miller. So getting someone like John Mechie, who, like I said, with the ball in his hands, is absolutely electric. John Harris, who works for the Houston Texans, said if there is any player who could be used like a Deebo Samuel, it is John Mechie. Excited for whatever number he is. I was about to call it like number 8, but what he could bring to the Houston Texans. And then they bring someone who a lot of fans are excited for, and that is running back Dameon Pierce out of Florida. His physicality, his tenacity, his not willingness to go down at the 1 and 2 yard mark is just gonna excite the Houston Texans. When he runs over a guy, it's gonna boost his offense. It's gonna boost, the fans, because at football, in Texas, that's what we love to do. We love to run the ball. We love to run over people. Bringing back that physicality to the Houston Texans. And not only that, he's a damn good blocker. At some points in Florida, they used him as fullback. Dameon Pierce, he was very high on a lot of boards for the Houston Texans. I could definitely see Dameon Pierce starting, at early in the season and being maybe a dark horse candidate for Rookie of the Year. So these first couple of picks, you get Kenyon Green, John Mechie, Dameon Pierce, all, immediate impact players, maybe, 3 starters across the board. And then later on, we take Tegan Quitoriano, the tight end from Oregon State, a blocking guy who has potential to develop into a passing tight end. Does have some deceptive speed. I think he ran a 4.8, so he's definitely does have a little bit of wheels. 6'6", 260. He is clearly here to boost the run game. Clearly here to help, Dameon Pierce get those extra yards. I love the fact that they're investing into, their running game and investing into the offensive line. Pep Hamilton, he runs his 2 tight end sets, and adding another one alongside of Pharaoh Brown and Brevin Jordan is something that the Houston Texans offense needs to take advantage of. And lastly, one of my favorite picks, Austin Decklius, the tackle from LSU, who can transition to be your right guard of the future. Dude is, I think, 6'6", 6'7", 300 and something pounds. Started off 4 years, the most starts out of any offensive lineman in the SAC. Played in playoffs games, played in the national championship. This is a guy that can potentially be a starter at the end of the year at right guard for the Houston Texans. So these five guys can immediately impact the offense and immediately impact them pretty early into the season. Maybe Declius comes later on, towards the end, but they definitely invested into the offensive line. They definitely believe in Davis Mills. Let me know what you guys think. As always, go Houston Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.